No, 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 no. I'm an idiot. I didn't forget the pen. I'm an idiot. Let's see how many people show up now. None yet. I think I'm being shadow banned for some reason. Let's see what happens. One person so far. Una persona. This makes me sad. I know it's only you. I thought it was gonna be more than one person if I put "ask me anything," because you know crazy people show up. Jean B. Did you see me in the live feed, Sean B, or no? Though if I put "ask me anything," people like maybe at least 5 people show up. Cause you know how people are. You just ask me everything. A lot of crazy people might show up. But I know when you a small channel, that's how it feels like. At first, you feel like you're being shadow banned. Cause that's how Ashley felt like at first. All right, I got time then. But we know Rich is not gonna start that time. He's always late. So everyone, just want to let you know, next month might be hard. I'm gonna everyone that can donate next month. I might need to raise some funds because it looks like food stamps are not coming in, and I'm not gonna be able to eat if those food stamps don't come in. If we're still in a government shutdown on the 1st. So I need to raise at least $300. That's gonna suck. I hope that the government shuts down does end by the 1st. Because this is ridiculous. People cannot be starving because Congress cannot get it together. You know, Congress needs to get it together. They don't give a fuck. You know why? Because they're not the one who's starving. They're not the ones. They got money. They're allowed to trade stocks and stuff like that. So you think they give a fuck? They don't. I've been watching the proceedings for months already. Since this shit started. 5 people are refusing to vote, and all the Republicans are voting. So you get 55. You need 60. You need 5. You need 60 to end the shutdown. And you only have 55. And the Democrats are saying, "Oh no." Like they're being selfish. It's not right. It's bad. It's gonna get bad. Expect the crime rate to go up because people's gonna starve, and people need to eat. What do you think? People not gonna rob banks and stuff like that? People need to eat, and if that's the only option, people gotta steal. I know it's not the right thing to do, but exactly. I don't know if Sean B, your family members got food stamps, but if they do, I feel bad for them because you know it's 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 hard when you depend on the government. They think that 300 they think like $300, like because $300 less that I don't have for food, and I'm not gonna be able to eat. I'm just telling you, I'm gonna have to go on without food for whatever until they pass the bill. Once they pass the bill, I guess they give us the food stamps. But let's see what happens because a lot of states say certain states might get food stamps and certain states might not. So, but I'm hoping in the name of God that we have food stamps because this is ridiculous. People should not starve because the Congress cannot get it together. So, yeah, try to finding a job. Is that the thing is, I have a condition that all of a sudden I have to use the bathroom a lot of times. And when that happens, nobody's gonna tolerate me using the bathroom. Because I have stomach problems, Sean B. As you see, sometimes I get up like 4 or 5 times to use the bathroom. So like, so nobody's gonna tolerate you. Boss, I gotta go use the bathroom. He'd be, oh boy, you gotta go to the bathroom again. Nobody wants that shit. So as me as a YouTuber, I can go to the bathroom 5, 6 times if I want to. So Obviously, I'm not gonna take y'all with me because nobody wants to see me teach. You know, there's creepy people that would like to see that, but I'm not doing that on YouTube. Yeah, we gonna have to, cause I get food stamps and and then when I get an SSI, that's not enough. So I was talking like we gonna have to figure out some way. So I woke up late and I was too high as fuck. So I didn't do my MRI today. So I rescheduled it for Wednesday. So Wednesday at 3:15, definitely getting it done. So because I think my MRI was too early. 1 o'clock is too early for me. So I put 3:15. I think is just right. So I'll be up before that. Be up before 1 because you see all this on Wednesday is coming off. Wednesday I'm taking a haircut. So you know. Oh, how you doing, Earth to Ashley? Welcome. Is all that's coming off. So Wednesday is coming off. Yeah. But on Monday I have an appointment to get an injection in my upper back. So that's exciting. But how's everybody's day? How's your day, Ashley? Ashley and Nuevo 420. How did you find my live today? Just asking. Cause I feel like there's not that many people here. Like I feel like I'm being shadow banned. Does this help Mike? Does this mic help a little more to hear me? It does. All right, good. So just and everybody that see it, please like and please like, because I know the people, everybody, the people that have, yeah. So there was a car chase a few minutes ago, but I think it ended. Mm. Did they vote today? The Senate vote today? I don't know if they voted today. Sorry. I like watching stuff like that. I like watching the Senate and stuff vote. What the fuck? How you doing, Wild Dog? Everybody, please like this channel so I could help the algorithm. I only have one like here. I've seen like 5 people here on this channel. Yeah, it's appreciated. I'm freaking out. I'm already begging for donations. That's a lot of money. Like $300 is no joke. People need to eat. Wild Dog, did you know if they vote today or yesterday? I know. I'm trying to. I'm trying to look it up on YouTube to see if they voted. They don't care because they're the one who get. They're not the one who has Medicaid. You're probably right. They need 60 members to vote. 60 members. I've been watching it. It's pretty interesting. The thing is, all the Republicans are voting yes. It's been close though. Like we had like 53 people voting yes. You only need seven. You need seven people to vote yes. You got 5 people that refuse to vote, and then you got it's like just put your sides are different and just vote to open the damn shit for a month, and then like this is ridiculous. You know what they should do? If we can't eat, y'all can't eat either. Freeze their accounts to see how that will feel. I bet you they'll pass a bill then. Trust me. If you freeze their account, their ass would be passing the bill like in 10 minutes. Maybe less. I know. Because they greedy. The rich are greedy, and the rich are going to hell when they die.
Understaffed. The latest move tonight from Congress, by the way. Also this evening, pleading not guilty. Letitia James in a federal courtroom and then talking before the cameras after. We'll show you what happened outside the courthouse. And Virginia courthouse lived there and didn't pay rent. Here's what in 2018. The way that it should play. Democrats need to stop using federal workers. Trump says East Wing being demolished for White House ballroom. We had to take down.
Upcoat, it's Thursday, October 23rd. We do start this morning together on Capitol Hill with a major vote on funding while the government remains shut down. Today, lawmakers will go on the record to decide whether federal workers and active duty service members will get paid while the government is closed. Republicans introduced this new bill after Democrats decided for the 12th time yesterday to block the bill that would reopen the government. We want to get right to Mark Boyle at the
This is ridiculous.
The latest on this, and so far Democrats have mostly been together. There's been a few that have gone against the party, obviously, in the Senate and even in the House. And now we're talking directly about voting against folks getting a paycheck.
And that's going to get real for hundreds of thousands of federal workers if things don't change. Jan, good morning to you at home. 22 days now, the government's shut down. This clock continues to go up, now turning into the second longest government U.S. shutdown in history for the government. And there seems to be a couple of competing bills going through Congress right now. One would allow funds to be pooled to where federal workers would be paid through the shutdown, as well as active duty military. A vote on that is scheduled for today in the Senate.
They want people to go to work and not get paid. Well, they're going to have the opportunity Thursday to change their minds. If the Senate passes it, it will come to the House first thing next week, and we will pass it out of the House.
So you have that. Then you have the Senate Democrats pushing a similar bill forward that calls for 700,000 federal workers to be paid as well. All of this comes following yesterday's long day in the Senate. One senator from Oregon spoke for nearly 23 hours. The day ended with the GOP-backed spending bill voted down for the 12th time. Two Democrat senators did break from the party.
That's ridiculous.
With Republicans. Take a listen.
I think they're collectively at this point, I just want to get the government open at this point. It's not blaming or who's winning or who's losing, because they guarantee who is losing, and that's Americans right now.
And we're also tracking that story as it goes through Congress. We'll see what happens. New information here at the live desk all morning.
Day 24 is not like any other day of the shutdown. It marks the first week federal workers are not getting a paycheck. I'm Harris Faulkner. You are in the Faulkner Focus. Government employees suffering during the shutdown almost got some help. U.S. Senate Republicans held a vote yesterday on their bill that would have paid essential workers, including our military personnel, men, women in active duty, air traffic controllers, and some of their staffs that do the great job of keeping us safe. Their engineers, their technicians, and federal law enforcement. But Democrat senators blocked that shutdown lifeline.
That's fucked up.
Now, criticism is growing. A new op-ed titled "Schumer's Shutdown is Leaving Our Troops and Their Families High and Dry." Another grim milestone if all of this continues. Federal food assistance, SNAP, will begin running out by November 1st. Food insecurity is a real thing in this country. This cannot happen. This key point now in an article you see on the screen. The shutdown cliff that could hit Democrats hard. Here's Republican Senate Majority Leader John Thune.
I don't know how you explain, if you have any federal employees, how you would vote against something that would make sure that in the middle of government shutdown, if they continue to work, that they get paid. for the life of me, again, I think the other side is in a very bad headspace right now to vote against something like that.
Because they're idiots.
On Capitol Hill. Chad.
Harris, good morning. No paychecks for federal workers today. It's the first missed federal payday. The Senate rejected a plan to pay essential workers who are on the job during the shutdown. Only 3 Democrats supported the bill.
We're trying to find any way to sort of ease the burden that are on the people who are working now aren't getting paid because of the Schumer shutdown. This really isn't rocket science, but they need to come to kind of a come to Jesus moment here.
Democrats are still demanding money to offset the cost of Obamacare, but the deadline for open enrollment is November 1st, so it's impossible for Congress to act. Democrats use the deadline to fund the government to make the case for Obamacare.
Shutdowns are terrible, and of course there will be, families that are going to suffer. We take that responsibility very seriously, but it is one of the few leverage times we have. It is an inflection point in this budget process.
Now, food aid expires late next week. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin seized on Clark's comment. He declared a state of emergency to feed the hungry in the Commonwealth. Democrats are concerned about food aid, too.
We all are concerned.
Concerns me because in Illinois, there are 1.9 million receive SNAP, and if we don't get this resolved by November 1st, there's questions whether they'll get any payment at all.
There's now concern about flight delays and safety caused by the shutdown. GOP Senator Ted Cruz of Texas has a bill to pay air traffic controllers. Harris?
All right, Chad, thank you very much. And he's just sat down with me now. Republican Senator of the great state of Oklahoma, James Lankford, is here, and he sits on the Senate Finance and Homeland Security Committees. Look, you and I were just having an off-camera conversation. I want to get into the nitty-gritty about why something like this would not pass.
Right.
What happened that we couldn't give, and I'm calling it a shutdown lifeline, to those workers?
So what Ron Johnson, the senator from Wisconsin, what he brought was a very simple idea. If you're working, you get paid. At least do that for those air traffic controllers, those federal law enforcement, those members of the military, that's Capitol Police. If you're working right now, you should at least get paid to do that as a baby step. And it was literally an olive branch to be able to reach out to Democrats and say, I know you don't agree to open the government up, but at least let's do this. They came back and said, no, we want something to be able to prevent the president from laying anyone off. If we can't prevent the president and actually block him from actually doing what the executive does, then we're not going to do this either. So this has been this crazy thing. Every time we start to make an offer on something, they change what they're going to ask for.
But Senator, I mean, you're handing, that's like the clean CR. You're handing them something that does, it's a lifeline for those people who are working. And it's so true. If you are working, we get paid when we work. Right? But the 10,000 in reduction in force, that's what I want to ask you about. So that's something that they want to try to block, even though that's not part of just paying the people who need to be paid.
It's not even connected to this. It's not even connected to this. This is just the president doing what the president does. When Bill Clinton was president, they reduced force 700,000 federal workers. There's a dramatic, everybody talks about the reinventing government. That's right. That was their guy for it. But now when it's President Trump doing it, it's like, I don't like how they're doing it. I don't like where he's doing it. So he's trying to be able to block him in every step.
This hurts. I mean, this hurts to know that there are military families, that there are others out there on SNAP, WIC. Senator.
Let me give you an example of this. I know a family that both the husband and the wife both work for the federal government. She is pregnant with their first child right now, and they do not have a check for either one of them coming in.
Wow.
They're expecting their first child. They're not the only couple that's like that out there. I know another person that she is a single mom, got an offer to be able to go to the air traffic control training facility to learn how to be an air traffic controller. Okay, she's a single mom, just quit her job so she could move and take this new one, canceled her lease so she could move, and now what happens? I mean, this is very real all across the entire country for folks that are out there. And I'm not one of those folks that belittles federal workers. A lot of them say, I never served in the military, but I still want to serve my country. I'm finding other ways to be able to do it. Great. We want good people in all these roles, but to be able to say, I'm not going to pay you every once in a while really causes real harm.
You know, speaking of movement,
That's fucked up.
any kind of way to keep this from happening in the future?
Oh yeah, I actually have a way. That's what part for me. That's one of the painful things about this. I've had for several years a bill that says if we get to a moment like this, and there'll be another one in the future at some point, that the government stays open at current funding levels, but members of Congress, both House and Senate, have to be in session 7 days a week. We cannot move to anything other than appropriation bills. It kind of locks us in a box and says everyone else is held harmless. You folks do your stuff on it. Have the fight. The fight needs to be there. We're $38 trillion in debt. Last session, I had 57 votes for that. Okay, I need 60 to be able to move in the
Who
Senate.
held out?
Democrats held out.
3 Democrats.
No, yeah, we needed 3 more Democrats on. We had 10 Democrats total that joined us on that. But I need 3 more Democrats to be able to get onto that, to be able to have it, or we literally wouldn't have this shutdown right now. We'd have already prevented it. It's a very simple idea. It's not a partisan idea. It doesn't solve every problem. It just solves this one. We can't ever have government shutdowns. Quite frankly, it's what my mom used to do when my brother and I would get in a fight in the living room. She would say, you guys take that to your room, go fight it out over there, and when you're done, come out here, don't disturb the rest of the family. That's all this bill does. We need to have the budget fights, but don't hurt everybody else in the country and federal workers while you're having it.
Great mom.
Yeah, great mom.
Very blessed. Look, what
That
you're
makes
talking about
sense.
is that you were closer to getting that bill done, a protection bill for government workers who are, I mean, they are the lifeline. If we can't take off at airports, if we start to see what we've seen in past shutdowns and we have ground stops, we've started to have them actually. We had a couple
several
yesterday.
slowdowns.
Yeah, I mean, that sort of thing really hurts the entire country. So you had 3 votes shy of that. Now you're what, about 5 shy of the CR?
Right.
So it was easier to get that done than it is to
Well, that
reopen
was
the
actually in
government.
the last session.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm pushing to be able to bring that back up again. This one,
Good.
let's not just solve this shutdown. Let's make sure we never have one again.
Fabulous. Now let's talk about something tough too. ICE. This is some shocking new video out of California. Let's take a look at it. We've got some reporting coming up on this, but I just wanted to get your quick thought on what's happening. I mean, those are some more workers who were putting their lives on the line, Senator.
Not being paid right now.
Not being paid as of today.
Right. Not being paid today and protecting the country and the nation. When a truck like that approaches you, you never know what is inside that truck. Is that a person? Is that a bomb? What is inside that truck that's coming at you on that? People forget that it was a truck very similar to that is what took down the Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City. That killed
Guys, I'll be back later. Thank you for joining me. Bye.
commonly what was used in Iraq to be able to attack our soldiers there in Iraq, where they have explosives